bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The offense now operating in empty. QB keeper all the way. Breaks into the clear. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Handoff here from the shotgun. The Salk are able to bring him down quickly.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. He keeps it on the design run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
First and goal, a great chance to answer that opening touchdown. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. The quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Nothing on first down, so now it's second and goal from the 6. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Catch made on the right side. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. It's a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down. Can they punch it in from the 2? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. And they'll set up with PAT. Oh, he missed it. It's no good, and they still trail by a point.
That keeps the score. UNLV 7, Tulsa 6.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. An ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. On first down, it's play action. Looking to scramble. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quick completion to the tight end. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Russell. Quick throw to his receiver. Grabbed down the middle. It's Watkins. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now second down and 14. They'll run it here. That solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
The important third down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Snags the quick throw. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Here comes the bunch formation. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. The offense going with the hurry up. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. The sure hands. It's Tease. defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Oh, he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent 3rd down offense. Fourth down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. Well, Kirk, it's UNLV with the lead now. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Coach decides to go for it on this 4th down. That's a design quarterback keeper. First down and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I'm going to be honest here. I'm completely shocked that they kept it on the ground. I think the defense is too. I don't think they were prepared for it. It's one of those things where it just makes you scratch your head, and it somehow works out.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Who makes the grab? To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Short completion there, 2nd down coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his 1st down on the 3rd down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Nothing on 1st down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Quickly. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going, and it's a nice job in the defense to prevent a big play.
The offense It's a run. Running back's got it. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Caught over the middle. It's Cheese. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Strong game by this quarterback.
Just give this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So far in the early going, both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
With the catch, it's Watkins. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Fires it to the wideout. Only dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Rebels.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
PAT makes it an 8-point game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Green. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Tulsa offense back out there. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive. Right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Powers through. You get the senior with the ground, but it's a nice run there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
He's got room to run. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, get closer to midfield.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And he drops back in the gun. It's an out route. The catch made. And he'll run out of bounds and picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
First down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Tease. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass, the catch is made. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Tulsa.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Surprised they didn't go for two. PAT is good. Still down by one, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And the back now goes in motion. Oh, he throws it back. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Here comes a handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Back to throw. It's Russell. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. Now the timeout is called by some things to work out here. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. He's got it, enough for a first down. Breaks free over the right side. Can they chase him down? All the way to the end zone. Well run. Touchdown, UNLV.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And the point after makes the lead 8. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's running out of time here. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking downfield. Oh, and the big fella almost. Incomplete, though, brings up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. No chance to catch him there.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in his football game.
Here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Russell. He'll throw it now. Makes the grab. It's McClellan. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Nice grab. It's McClellan. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Now, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
And looking to throw now on first down. A deep shot to the left side. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. A sophomore with a strong tackle there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Rotates the tight end. It's complete. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
You had the coverage that you want here as a quarterback. Receiver runs a really good route, and a quarterback just misses it. Now, the one thing I'll say about on the outcut is I'd rather have it thrown towards the sideline than behind the receiver where it can be intercepted. So he misses it, but at least it's not a pick.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pass rush closing in. The pass rush gets home.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack of the game, and it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
So here comes 3rd and long. trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Here he goes. Inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Rebels. Oh, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty and the line, you need you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Kurt.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
PAT makes it an 8-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. The Tulsa offense back on the field now. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Tackle at the 40 and learn a fresh set of downs.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Keeping it on the ground here. It's the first and still running. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down and 10. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
They go with the ground game. The quarterback takes the handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Ball handed off. He gets loose. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down. Very near the red zone now.
Confident play there on 4th and 1. Get behind the big fellas up front. Get a good push. You have to like that call in this part of the field. A punt there doesn't net much of a change in field position, so the right call is made and you pick up the first down.
They trust the running back to convert on fourth down. Now let's see if they keep feeding him here. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. And we'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. So getting nothing in first down makes it second and goal from the 8. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second goal. Now it's third and goal for the offense.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's swarmed by the defense. They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Coach deciding to go for the two-point conversion to tie the score right here. Design quarterback run. He runs it into the end zone, and those 2 points will tie the football game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Play of the drive now, the 25. Hands off to the left. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long. Oh, and he throws it back. Running out of time in the pocket. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
This has been a tremendous fight through three quarters. In this playoff game, deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Headed to the final quarter of this playoff game. Who's going to make a difference here in this pursuit of a national championship? Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Looking to throw. It's Russell. And the ball is hauled in. Oh, and he's ruled down right there. They lose yardage on that play.
Good job here by the defense on third down.
He fakes it. Now looks to throw. Looking deep to the right side. And it's caught for the first down. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, UNLV. The special teams strike in this playoff game. Enormous moment. Now the touchdown off the trick play, and the punter executes the pass pretty well, though.
Yeah, how about this punter showing the arm there with a nice touch for the touchdown? But also, how about the head coach and the special teams coordinator? Takes a lot of courage to call that play, hoping that it'll work out.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Tulsa offense back out there. The last possession was a passing game clinic that moved it right down for a touchdown. Then they keep it going. Looking for the wideout. Oh, and it's a first down drop. Traffic over the middle.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Heck of a job here by this defense in defending this big tight end on this route. Had him covered kind of inside and outside no matter which way he went. They had a defender ready to knock that ball away.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Gets the kick away from his own end zone. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. They get. Looks like he's going to run it. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Here's the 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. On the move now. Breaks an open space. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Ooh, that is a killer right here for this defense. They did a great job, had everything accounted for except one thing, the quarterback. And it's a great job by this quarterback recognizing that when things are breaking down, get out of the pocket and take it himself. First down and keep that clock moving.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left. Headed for the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Green. And the returner will be brought down. Golden Hurricanes offense back on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First down. We're going to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Hits the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the RPO, caught to the right. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Boy, Chris, you just know down by a couple possessions late in this game, they had to be able to deliver here on this fourth down to give themselves a shot. By not getting the first down, this one feels like it's over.
Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. QB keeper all the way. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. And here comes the punter onto the field. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Tulsa offense back on the field now. Any hopes of staying alive in the playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. He's got it with room for one. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Checks this down to the running back. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. Well, hurry to the line here with the clock running. And he'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. An important touchdown, but they still trail. Now Kirk could practice the onside kick over and over. Can he execute it right here with a spot in the natty on the line?
National championship. I love that the offense was able to come up with points here and at least give them this chance. But now we just all sit back, hold our breath, and see if this kickoff team has a chance to catch a break and where that ball bounces up into the air to try to recover.
They safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Grinding away on the ground. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And now Timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Oh, he's going to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, UNLV.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
42.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Pressure is coming. Took contact on the throw. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Bringing pressure. He'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. Another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. The pocket breaking down. It'll end up being a safety.
Well, Chris, to me, that really wraps this game up. Maybe if they had a little bit more time, there might be a chance for them to overcome this safety. But this late in the fourth quarter, down now multiple possessions, this one's all but decided.
So after the safety, it's now a free kick coming up. They'll punt it away from the 20. Breaks into the clear.
The return is tackled down at the 37. And the UNLV offense will take over 1st and 10.
And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. Looking for some space. It's Parker. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. Brought down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play.